Okay, stage two pick'ems. I think there's a lot of options here. We'll get into that in a second. We passed phase one. We had heroic and complexity 3-0. Going in, I knew complexity might bomb out, but I thought maybe they'll win their first game, get off to a hot start. But I knew there was a chance they 0-3, 1-3, 2-3, and they ended up going 1-3. So I'm actually not too surprised that they didn't make it. I mean, they're kind of like old liquid. Like it's really flipping a coin. Like, so I went on the went ahead and put him in a 3-0 anyway. I was in between either putting them, Tyloo, or B8. If I would have put B8, but you know we passed anyway. If you would have followed my video pick'ems, you would have gotten 6 right, and if you would have followed this, you would have gotten the just 5 right. So either ones, if you followed my video or my ones I changed after the video, then you would have passed either way. Like usual, all mine pass even when I change, which is crazy. So here, I think the Ironclad, you have to do Falcons 3-0. Ironclad as well, I think is the only people that are in contention for 0-3, in my opinion, are Lin Vision, Nemega, and Legacy. And Nemega has been beating Legacy and Lin Vision. So I think that tells you Lin Vision Legacy have to be 0-3. Now, for passing, if you have high confidence that FaZe is going to beat Heroic in the first matchup, then I say that you can put him 3-0. But I do not have that high of confidence. I feel like FaZe could be upset in a weird match. So I'm going to put FaZe and Heroic both passing. And then going on from there, I'm going to put who else I think should passing? I think 3D Max, Virtus Pro. I think Furia, and then I think Pain's pretty good. B8 could pass. OG could pass. I feel like Tyloo might dark horse it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open up a spot here by moving 3D Max to 3-0 and shift all these guys up. So this is an order of how likely I think they are to pass. So we're going to shift that up, move 3D Max here, because I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like there's a world where 3D Max don't make it. But I feel like if they don't make it, they don't make it. But if they make it, they 3-0. Like I know it's kind of weird. It's like how I feel about complexity. I feel more strongly that 3D Max can 3-0 than complexity, so I'm just gonna go with my gut here. I feel like the other contention obviously is FaZe there, but I feel like FaZe could also upset. I feel like 3D Max can upset, but this is what I'm just gonna go with. I'm just gonna go 3-0 Falcons 3D Max. Man, do I want to do this? I should put FaZe, shouldn't I? I should put FaZe. Because say they don't win, say FaZe beat Heroic. FaZe beat Heroic in their first matchup, then they're not going to have any teams. They might face 3D Max or Virtus Pro if there's like a weird OG upset or something. Then maybe they'll face 3D Max. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to put all three of I want to put 3D Max. Man, I want to put all three of these passing. Because I feel, man, who out of these three teams is going to pass the most? Or do we go with a Virtus Pro or Furia? And then we decide the last two teams from there. Because one of these teams in the 3-1 section is going to 3-0. So who do we go with? Oh, man. I want to go with FaZe, but I feel like they could upset, and I really don't want to lose them. So let me double check. Let me look at FaZe's current history right now on HLTV. I know they're, man, let me just refresh my memory and see the most recent matchups they've played. So their matchup in this is obviously Heroic. In IEM Dallas, they lost to Heroic, but that's not a major. It's not the same pressure. I feel like FaZe would win that out. And even in that match, what was the score line? Let me double check this. Because I feel like FaZe is in good contention to be 3-0. Heroic as well, 3D Max. I feel like Virtus Pro or Furia might be one you put there. Because it's like Complexity as well. They might just not pass. But you really need... Man, so it was 13-9, 13-7, 16-14. So the last map was pretty close. But I don't have I think I have to go with 3D Max here. But FaZe would easily, if FaZe ever faces 3D Max, they're beating them. FaZe beats 3D Max every time. But are they going to face 3D Max? That's the thing. Because I feel like FaZe beats 3D Max every time, but I feel like FaZe could maybe lose a game to Heroic. I'm putting phase 3-0. Okay, I'm gonna do phase 3-0. I know they've lost to Heroic before, and their most recent matchups are losses, but this is different pressure, and I think they're prepared to beat them this time around. So I'm going with the crazy Falcons phase 3-0. I'm gonna do no underdogs in 3-0. We're just gonna go ironclad there. Then let's shift these up and fill in these spots. So I think outside of these teams, I think Pain And then I think this you can choose in between MIBR, B8. I feel like some people might be picking OG or M80. M80 is I'm gonna need a refresher on M80 as well. The problem with M80 is I really like them on Ancient. I really, really like them on Ancient. But are you just gonna always get Ancient? And if you face a good team on Ancient, like FaZe or Falcons or 3D Max, I mean, you're probably gonna lose it. Like you can't bank on that forever. Even Virtus Pro, you're probably gonna lose that. So I feel like the M80 is definitely a not pass. Definitely a not pass. I feel like they can beat Pain, they can beat Furia, but they're not passing. So from that, do I put MIPR? Do I do 3 Brazilian teams? Is that what we're doing right now? Oh my gosh. Brazilian and Asian CS are fighting right now. Like this major is gonna be which is better, Brazilian or Asian CS? Because I'm not sure who to put here. Because MIBR faces Legacy first. Come on, that's an easy win, MIBR, right? Right? That has to be an MIBR win. Because MIBR faced the Mongols. They didn't do great. They didn't do great though. They were putting up 5 rounds. Who has MIBR done great against? They lose to the Mongols and they put up like no rounds. They lose to Furia. Sometimes they can put up rounds. Sometimes they can put up a map. But then sometimes they can just outright beat better teams. Like they can sneak in some 13-11s. Like MIBR can sneak in a 13-11 win against like anybody. They can they can sneak that in. I mean, but I feel like the contention for B8 or OG, like I know OG sounds crazy. Putting OG passing, that's too crazy. I don't know if we could do that. But B8 beats OG. They beat Wildcard, Imperial. They beat Chinggis Warriors. But, I mean, none of those teams are that great. Like, I don't think that says that much. I don't think beating Imperial says you're that great, or Wildcard, or OG. But I think out of the teams we have left, well, I'm going to put MIBR. We're locking this in. Man, there's so many roster changes. I'm going to be at this major, and I can't wait for it. So these are the pick'ems that we're locking in. We're doing this. We're sending it like this. And then let's go ahead and open this package. Since it's an American major, you know we got the 2 American teams, NRG versus Complexity. Oh shoot, this is a dookie one. It's Inferno. Well, let's get some dualies at least or something. Hopefully we don't get something too garbage. The USP is probably one of the better things in this case, but we're gonna get the Dookie Heisen MP9. At least we get a field tested and auto battles card. Wow, these stickers are big. Holy moly. Well, that's gonna be my pick'ems. I hope we all pass. So I'll see you next time.